Good morning. Today is Friday, June 24th. June 23rd. Today's June 23rd. And I woke up and I weighed in at a new low, so I figured I would do a physique update since I have not done that in quite a while on my YouTube. So I weighed in today at 115 pounds, 0.6, and I haven't done my measurements in quite a while. Pretty. She's getting like excessively barky lately and it's really annoying. 1 second. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to my measurements. If I could find my tape measure. 1 second. Okay, so I haven't written down my measurements in quite a while, like probably since March, but I know I did a YouTube video when I started prep of my measurements, so I'll have to go back and compare the two, but we'll just start with what I have. So I've had a little bit of coffee already today, probably like, I don't know, 16 ounces or so. So my stomach's not as flat when I first woke up, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I always measure my waist, my hips, my glutes, my legs, and my arms, so. So yeah, those are my measurements. Woohoo, we're making progress. Like I said, I'll have to go back and look at the video where I recorded the measurements at start of prep. So I'm down almost 10 pounds overall since the start of my prep 13 weeks ago. So pretty steady weight loss, which is what you want. I'm gonna move this and sit down and put some clothes on. So yeah, I'm about 10 pounds down from my overall beginning of prep, which I'm pretty happy with. My coach just lowered my food this week because we need to kind of pick up the pace a bit. So we, instead of doing rest day macros and training day macros, we are doing low and high days. So my cycle right now is I do 3 low food days, regardless if I'm training or not. 3 low food days, 2 medium days, 2 more low days, and 1 high day. So that's an 8-day cycle. And we're just gonna go with that and see if my weight continues to drop, because my weight was doing this thing where it would like, I'd be moving along and then it would go up and then I would go down. And then I'd go along and I'd go up and then I'd go down. So, and my downs were trending downward each time, which is what we wanted, but I have a significant amount of fat to still lose in my overall, basically everywhere, but a lot in my lower half. So we can't afford to have those high days anymore, so we changed my food because we just need that downward trend from here on out. Basically, because I was having those ups, I don't know, every few days. So we're gonna see if this trends downward, which for the past 3 days of me being on a low food, it has been the same 2 days and then down. So we're not going back up yet, so that's good. We're gonna keep going with it, see if it works. My food is still relatively high. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm starving. What I do to help curb like my hunger, since I'm up for kind of a lot of hours, like I generally wake up by 9 o'clock every day, and on days that I work, I don't even get off work until 10, so I get home 10:30, 11, and then I'm up for another hour or so before I go to bed. But so what I do in the mornings is I'll make myself a pot of coffee, like 6 or 8 actual, like 8-ounce cups, I guess. And I'll drink my coffee in the morning and I'll do my just morning routine, sit outside with the dogs, all that stuff. And then by the time I'm feeling hungry, it's probably like an hour or 2 after I wake up. So if I do cardio, I go to the gym, do my cardio. If I don't have cardio, I just hang out at the house. And then I eat when I'm starting to feel really hungry. So it starts my food later in the day. And then I just space my meals out from there to where I know I'm not gonna be finished with all my food at like 7 o'clock. So if I get really hungry between breakfast and like lunch, I just have to hold out. Like, I'm not gonna eat my meals within an hour or 2 of each other, because then I'm gonna run out of food faster and then I'm miserable at the end of the night. So I just try and space my food out, and it's been working for me pretty well so far. The way my low days are is I don't have any carbs really until my third meal of the day, and that kind of sucks, but I do have a higher fat intake, so I still have energy. I just mentally, I'm like, man, I want some carbs. So that's the only thing that's kind of a struggle right now, is wanting the carbs, I guess, but even that is pretty mild. Maybe it's mild for me because I just know that it's worth it and I'm enjoying this prep, because I told you guys when I started prep, I was not gonna make myself miserable or other people miserable, because this is a decision that I'm making and this is something that I'm doing for fun. So I'm pretty much enjoying it. You know, the only time I was miserable was, if you guys watched one of my previous videos about when my friend was in town, we went to a beer festival that had a food truck, and the food all smelled really, really good, and I was just like, okay, I'm ready to leave. Like, I don't want to be around this anymore. But aside from that, it has gone pretty smoothly, I'd say. I'm also going to meet my coach next week. I'm flying to Kentucky and we are going to train together. And I'm super excited for that because I know he's gonna, kick my ass and just give me like a whole new perspective on how hard I need to be training. So I'm really excited for that. What else? I'm almost only 3 months out now, which is really crazy to believe, because I started prep at 6 months out and I don't feel like it's been 3 months, but it has. So yeah, that's my physique update. I also just wanted to mention what my training consists of right now, because I forgot to do that. Because I forget that some people do like crazy training when they're on prep, which I might get to that point, but that's not necessary right now. So I am training 5 days a week. I train for 3 days, have a rest day, 2 more days, rest day, move on and on and on. So 5 days a week. My lifts are maybe an hour and a half. Like, the two hardest, or like, not the hardest, my 2 longest leg days are my 2 longest workout days are my 2 leg days. And that's just because they take longer, I don't know. But those even are maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Like, so yeah, I'm at the gym for an hour and a half max, 5 days a week. And then I'll do posing practice 3-4 times a week. I've kind of taken a break from it because I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at for my posing, and I want to wait until I lose some more weight to kind of see the differences in my angles and stuff. So I pose maybe 3 times a week. So training 5 days, posing 3 times, and most of the posing I just do at home because I have plenty of space to practice my walking and all of that. And then I'm doing cardio 3 times a week right now. All 3 of my sessions I'm doing fasted. 2 of my sessions are HIIT bike sessions. So I do them on a resistance bike with the knob. So I warm up for a little bit and then I go through a series of sprints and then downtimes. So I'll sprint for 15 seconds on a high resistance and then I'll lower that for 1:45 seconds. I go through that cycle and then I do a cool down. So that's 2 of my cardio sessions. And then my 3rd cardio session of the week is just a 30-minute steady cardio, and I chose to do it on the Stairmaster because I love the Stairmaster. And I just started doing those 3 sessions last week. So this was my 2nd week of doing 3 cardio sessions. So still nothing crazy. Like when I dieted back in October, November, when I started this YouTube channel, I was doing cardio 7 days a week for 45 minutes every single day. That is so not necessary, and my food was so low. Like, that's a topic for another video. But anyway, so I'm training 5 days a week, cardio 3 times a week, easy peasy, putting in work. Okay, I'll see you guys later.